Hi, this is Master Kambai. Welcome to this new replay commentary. Today we are covering two replay commentary in the same map. And because now I am clever enough to look at the date, it was a game that was played back in January 2022. So the next one is also from that time. It's already been 2 years. Now, this was Global League, so let's do this. My opponent was Leetron 21, MMR 700, win 62, loss 83, and we got Owash, they can adder. Now, when it's myself, Kambai Shola bases, MMR 927.28, with 348 wins, 345 defeats. Eagle, Drake, Jess. So as you can see it, this account right now is Green Earth only. Well, not Green Earth only, but like dominated by Green Earth. I am playing Lash for any newcomer that have no clue which seals are doing what. Let's go over the chart. Lash. Unit gain 10% attack for every terrain star. Note, air unit are unaffected by terrain. Terrain tactics for 4 stars. Movement cost for all terrain is reduced to 1 except in snow. Flank tactics for 7 stars. Terran stars are doubled, attack and defense. Movement cost over all terrain is reduced to 1 except in snow. Very strong super, but let's be honest, it's not as good as a Typhoon or a Winter Free. It's better than Hyper Upgrade, but since it's lower, well, good luck having it more than once in a game. Usually your only Prime Tactics you shall use should be your winning card. If not, most seal will just outlast you. Next up would be Grim. Where are you, Grim? Grim! Unit gain 30% attack, but lose 20% defense. Knuckle Buster, 3 stars. All unit attack is increased to 50. Haymaker, all unit attack is increased to 80 with 6 stars. And here we are set for the battle. I hope everyone will enjoy this first replay. Let's do this. So Isis, I always have a really weird opening that I like because money and because early transport. I go over the airport first and I follow up the chain with the base. I don't know how good this is in fact, but I like doing that. So maybe a better player could comment here and let me know if that's really a decent opening there. So yeah. Eagles for the base. This is classic moves. I'm the weird one here. 2 infantries. Goes for the airport and the base. Now I decided to open up with a Recon over a transport capture. That was a wacky move, but I guess I wanted to test out something new. Let's capture buildings. I guess I wanted to reach for these buildings faster. So he got his first tank out. Classic Grim fashion. I like to hide my Raycons. Now, this APC is a bit exaggerated per se. You know why? Well, it's quite simple. I already have that transport copter. So you don't need a second transport unit this early in the game. So this is already a really bad opening for me. Artillery and double infantry because I can. Tank, double infantry. So as you can see, his value is ahead of me, and he also has more firepower packed. 2 recon, 2 tanks. He is already very aggressive, we can call it that way. That's normal, it's a Grim player. Now I did recon on recon violence, something I'd recommend to not do. Do what I said, not what I do. And now the recon is kind of trapped. The only option is to run here, I think. Yeah, I actually can run away here. And yeah, I can run away here or there. So yeah, let's be fast here. So the Raycon did try to run away, but that was a mistake because I still see your Raycon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I still see it. You should have at least tried to hide it there or here. My mistake was not chasing after that Recon there, because now the Recon will harass my units. Anti-air and double infantry, classic builds. So I was right, huge mistake. Leaving that Recon behind like that, huge mistake. Tanks, double infantry. Now I do have a bit more money than him, and it's because I got that building, and my expansion plan did extend here. I also have both cities in the center while he doesn't. Why did I join? I have no clue. And why did I try to cap this in front of him? That infantry is wasted. It will die. Many really bad moves there. Infantry, anti-air tank, classic build. Now it will just blow up my front line here. So I was right. I lost that infantry just for nothing. And that recon is clever. I was breached from my tank. Or I should say from my tank. So I created double tank infantry. First of all, it will let me next turn build a battlecopter followed by a tank and 2 infantry. But the other reason is I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe he still has a tank here, so maybe I will lose this tank. Even if it's protected, there's high risk for that tank here. That frontier is lost because I took too long to send reinforcements. Copter and 3 infantries. That was a huge mistake. That was something Degis would tell me, don't do that, don't waste the anti-air over infantries. So yeah, right now my anti-air are acting like glorified recon. That infantry should have attacked that one. But I get it. I wanted to damage as many units as I could. My unit count sucks right now, and this is because I joined twice, and I'm not really good at taking engagement here. And I think this marks the end, because both my anti-air and my tank are heavily damaged. I don't know if I will resign at that point, because maybe I was too stupid to realize I lost, but yeah, too many mistakes on my end. My biggest sin this game was getting 2 transport. Medium tank, that's surprising. Why didn't I just resign? Okay. More joining units. I was able to blow up that recon for 2 reasons. First of all, I'm lashed on the plane, and second, this is Grim we are talking about. Now, at that point, instead of making what I did, I should have brought an anti-air instead of 2 tanks. That anti-air is too damaged. I know it's Grim, maybe I will heavily damage a copter, but I no longer one-shot them. So, yeah. 25 to 25, this is surprising. His mistake was trying to delete the tank on a city while it was already heavily damaged. So I did the right thing. I did scout the forest, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I have a free shot here. I didn't know he had that tank here, but I got my shot here. The medium tank is coming. Another medium tank. So, I like copters. I kind of understand where I was coming from. The idea is, you are Lash, you benefit from having ground units, you benefit from having naval units, don't make that many air units, but here's the big catch. Copters are both scout and tank tankers. So even if you're Lash, I do think it's worth having at least one copter in your army composition. Based on what I see and look at right now, my army composition is weak. There is no battlecopters, there is no recon, and there are like 2 transport chilling. So this army composition really sucks. My opponent army composition is far better, but there's a big catch. He has no anti-air whatsoever. And this is as bad as not having a copter. So he's lucky I have no copter in my hand, but that also proves my point. Even if you're Lash, you need copters. I got trapped because I like vision. And guess what? Copter is in range of medium tank. I will get slapped really hard here. At least I got rid of one of the tanks. Again, no air units. This is a massive mistake. Now, I didn't use my super because I didn't see building more capturing. Maker, that's rare, I see it. I'd recommend player use powers over super with Grim and Max because more often you will be able to have really good strikes. Another massive mistake, leaving the tank here. Go hide it somewhere else. This is massive, because now my tank can just go here, boom, no more. Now I set up the board so I can maybe try to prime tactics next turn. But my unit count is heavily affected by the A-Maker he did, so I don't know. It doesn't look good. It looks very grim, as we call it, pun intended. Why? Whatever. Whatever! I think I will stop asking questions. Okay. So it looks like I don't have enough transport, guys. Here we are with the copter spam. Typical Grim. I say that, but I copter spam myself a lot. Yeah, I lost. Even if I try really hard, I don't think I can flip that one. Was it worth it? I don't think so. Because now all I will do is... I haven't captured this, wow. Okay. This was actually a really bad Prime Tactics. Oh, finally, my first copter. I still don't really have a Recon, so my army composition is still really ass. And I think I should resign soon. Wow, it goes on longer than this. That's surprising. Okay. Let's see if I ever flip the table or something. I don't think so, but hey, things happen, right? What am I doing? This is terrible. He didn't think on copters. This is how bad the situation is. I like anti-air. I like vision. I like everything. I can't believe my army composition was so bad. Look at that, 2 anti-air because I realized, oh dang, the guy is copter spamming. At least I realized that one thing. I still don't see something wrong. Like, this is terrible. I need Raycons. What was I thinking? Really? This game is low level. It's like, yeah, low level. There's no better word for it. Grim building a medium tank, this is the start of the end. So as Grim, I'd recommend to never build big units. Spam cheaper units like that, because your unit will die anyway. You're Grim. So yeah, I don't think it's a good move. Another mistake, joining cap. So I should have sent that one here, and I should have give up on that Nurtle CD here. I don't have proper backup to protect that cap. Oh, I think I understand what I was doing. So I was closing in his black boat there because I was like, oh, I'm about to lose, so I need to do something about it. So I just sent my people here and I wanted to blow up that black boat. Finally! A Recon! 10 days too late. But hey, better late than never. This hurts a lot. This is a bit of overextension because he doesn't know what I have. He's lucky I don't have much, but if I had more, I would just steamroll all of these people here. At that point, I realized my only hope is that HQ cap, so I need to get at HQ as fast as possible, and I just need to turtle my capping infantry. I also heavily heavily cover the infantry that will try to cap this, I believe. Why more medium thing? And why didn't I kept this? So I guess I really placed all of my effort into capping that HQ. That's the best guess I have. Another A maker. Again, I do think it's better for you to spam uh, the power instead of the super, but hey, maybe that's just me. So this game turned into HQ Rush, and this is why I will basically win. It's because he will lack the units to stop me. And I will have Prime Tactics on top of that. That's like the perfect timing for Prime Tactics. Forget it, he's done. And this is how I win. Just turtle the people. The reason why I placed that air unit here is to block any copters from coming. Because I had no clue what he had. And I also didn't want any anti-air to shut it down. So that was the best way to deal with this. And I guess I won. Despite doing many stupid shit, I won. So this marks the end. Well, maybe he could have... The actual is a 2-star, so it's basically forest. Maybe that would have taken like many units, but I do think it's possible to break that wall. He's Grim after all. I don't know. Got trapped. And he resigned. I don't know. I feel like maybe could have breakthrough and stopped the cap. Maybe. He is Grim. But he resigned, and I won. Well, I'm used to only do a replay, but actually there's more than one in this video. Let's cut to the next one. Game number 2 for today. Oreo Sleeves versus Kanbai Show Bases. Of course, I am Kanbai Show Bases. And my opponent is Oreo Sleeves. Let's read out Oreo Sleeves. 757.38, 55 wins, 81 defeats. Other Kindle Sonia. This is why he is 700. Kindle is the best pick he has, and that's it. So, let's see. I was Drake, he was Kindle. So, Drake. Novel, unit gain +1 movement and +25% defense. Air unit lose 20% attack. Unaffected by rain except vision. And has higher chance of a rain in random weather. Tsunami for 4 stars. All enemy unit lose 1 HP to a minimum of 0.1. And have their fuel. Typhoon for 7 stars. All enemy unit lose 2 HP to a minimum of 0.1. After fuel, weather change to rain for 1 day. OP broken, Typhoon. Next up would be Kindle. We tend to pretend she doesn't have a super. She only has a power, right? Urban Blight, all enemy unit lose 3 HP on Urban Terrain. Urban bonus is increased to 80%. Now, Urban Blight is 3 stars, while her shitty super is 6. She also has a buff as a day-to-day. All unit, even air unit, gain plus 40% attack while on urban terrain. HQ, bases, airport, port, cities, lab, income tower. Bonkers, Kindle, OP, broken. Let's do this. The next battle shall start. We will see who lasts the longer. Drake, the Fatso, or Kindle. Let's do this. I do my classic opening for this map. Again, this game took place January 9th, 2022. And now I got a proper opening, so I get the building here really fast. It's surprising he doesn't get that airport yet. He is quite slow on that matter. I send back that transport here so I can fetch units on that area. My first tank is out. Let's keep going here. Finally, he decided to get that airport here. It took a long time, but there she is. Enter the black boat. He should have bought another infantry here instead of a tank. The push shall start. Dropping units. Break on double infantry. So far, I like his army composition. My first anti-air is out. That's what happens when you are too greedy and you try to get the other player tower. Too greedy! Now, his capture game is much better than mine because he decided to move that black boat around while I just left it on my HQ. I would try to stop me from getting the tower. That's why I placed that artillery here so I could strike back and hit it hard. Trying to capture the building. Artillery and tank and infantry. This was a really bad move. It's like giving me away an infantry for free because there's no unit backing. Well, he has an infantry here, but he doesn't have the vision. Maybe with the Ray Colony we'll get the vision, but even there, it's not a great move. Just giving away infantry like that. And I was right. Look at that. I like shooting down units. Maybe I should have, like, finished off that infantry instead of, like, capping in his face. Oh, that's not really good doing that, but I guess he does it. I finally get my tower. Attacking an infantry on a building, I don't think it's really great. If I am smart, I will attack back. Why did I join? That was ass. So now my unit count is terrible. He will most likely win because of that. At least here I did the right choice. No, at that point I kind of realized my only hope is the HQ cap, so that's why I push everything there. I lost that flank. That Recon did massive damage, and his infantry game was better than mine, even if I think it's very suspicious the way he did it. I start making units here because I realize I don't really want to give yet that flank. And look at that, the unit count is kind of more even now, but he didn't build any units, so I don't know. My counterattack is massive. Now I bought that Recon because I was lacking vision. Looking back, I should have bought an anti-air over that tank. We are similar in value right now, but he has a income lead. So that front here I won, because I threw enough units here. But that front here is not that great. I don't know. We will see. I should have used better unit to make sure that unit dies. Now I reinforce that Rehab because I realized here maybe I took the lead, maybe I'm ahead of her. So that's why I sent more troops up there. Oh crap, okay. Delete this. So I got tank, anti-air infantry, classic builds. Now this is further proof that my only hope is that HQ cap because now even that front has fallen now. I have a typhoon incoming very soon. This will help, but this is not enough for me to win. So that turn I decided, you know what, 3 infantry because Urban Blight is coming. I knew it. I try my best to counterattack. Now this front is collapsing. I haven't won yet because that copter will do heavy damage before I can counterattack well. That was a mistake. Using that infantry here. I have backup, but I thought I won that flank, but that wasn't really the case yet. This counterattack is really good. Need a tank? I don't know. I should have bought another anti-air for that copter here. Maybe I was hoping that copter would crash. Even a battle copter here would have been better than that Nia tank. I don't know why I bought a Nia tank, to be honest. There was a time where I thought taking up was the only thing that really mattered, but I was wrong. Let's crash copter. And let's try to counterattack here. I guess one of my unit got trapped. That's why I was able to see that unit. I think that's the tank over here. Yeah. Now his counterattack is massive. Got trapped, delete. I try my best to counterattack. So I actually flipped the table. I feel like the biggest reason why this happened is because his focus wasn't anywhere. He did spread his unit on two fronts and he lost both fronts. While me, I was focusing in areas and then I was sending a few units on the other area to defend it, but I never really spread too thin. And the other reason why, well, I'm Drake. The longer the game will be, the better I become. Each Typhoon is already hitting harder than the previous one. So now, right now, this front is lost. He cannot do anything about it. I have free reign over capping stuff. He doesn't have units or vision. So if he keep progressing that way, we'll just get trapped into my units. Urban Blight. Delete. So now free infantry for me. Medium tank, artillery, infantry. I still have like extra 9 units and another Typhoon is coming, so the next Typhoon will be even harder than the previous one because let's be honest, on the previous one I cannot even the scale, but now I'm ahead. I'm like a lot more ahead of him. I think another thing that is worth mentioning, he was very greedy. He tried many times to steal buildings from me and even the tower early in the game. So he wasted so many units on that tower and he lost like 6-7 infantries to try to get that building. And he lost, I believe, 3 infantry over that. So I think he was really bad at managing his infantries. That led to his downfall. If you cannot manage your infantry well, good luck winning. Bomber, because I realized, oh, I got a new tank. Maybe he has medium tank somewhere there. So I bought that bomber to make sure, you know what, let's blow something up. 32 to 16, and we are very close from that Typhoon. So it's just a matter of when will he give up. Well, I still have Vision and a Nia tank. And I will destroy that Juicy Ear. So I left it on my HQ because I wasn't sure if he had any units here or there. Look at the value. 34 to 15. He lost. Like, it will go on for more days, but it can only become worse and worse. 33 to 15. 35 to 18. 35 to 18, so he didn't delete anything. And I got a bomber incoming, and yeah, I won. Now I turtle my capture, and the end result is 39 to 16. This game went on for too long. After the second Typhoon, I won. You should have resigned. Usually, if you don't have a huge lead, the second Typhoon should be the moment you resign. Now, if you got a good lead, if you're ahead of your opponent, you can keep going on. But if you're behind and there's two Typhoon, there's no way you're coming back in the race. I'm sorry. Anyhow, this was the battle. I hope all of you enjoyed. Do all of the YouTube stuff for more videos like this one. In the future, I may end up making more replays, depending on how much time do I have.